Anson Garcia here. We're going to do a install of a Cradlepoint W1850 adapter, and we're real quick going to unbox the Cradlepoint 1850, see what's in the box. We'll install it on a mast, take a look at grounding. We're going to plug it in, go to the NCM dashboard, make sure it's up, and then we'll bring up a virtual router too, test the IP pass-through, and see how that works. Okay, we're going to unbox this 1855 branch adapter here. Real quick, we're going to be mounting it, and I just want to show you guys how to mount it. I've never mounted one, so we're going to do that today. So we have our antennas, 4 antennas. We got our Cradlepoint 1855 that comes with these little grommets. These are, I believe, in-style connectors, what they call in-style connectors. It has 4. So it's 4x4 MIMO, right? A GPS antenna right on top there. And then we have our SIM slot. This is all IP67 weather rated. And we got 2 SIM slots. We have a Verizon SIM in there right now. I've already previously configured this, so we're after I configured it, we're going to put it outside and see how it works. Maybe I'll show you a little bit of that as well and show you NCM. Okay, on the bottom we have 2 Ethernet ports. Okay, 2.5, I believe, gigabyte Ethernet ports. I'm going to show you those kind of close up there. And then there is one that's LAN. Now the 1850, anyway, had LAN 1 and LAN 2. They've changed their nomenclature, apparently. This is LAN 0, which is PoE, and LAN 1. All right, that's the admin. So PoE and IP pass-through, and then you can patch in locally the admin port, get to the local net OS and things like that. Now, I did another video on this on the 1850. What's really cool about this is when you patch in locally, it has a DHCP server. You get an IP address, 192.168.0.24, and you can actually use that IP password, even though there's a router connected on LAN 0 using it at the same time. So it kind of keeps control of that IP address that it gets from either your private APN DHCP or your internet APN DHCP, whatever. So that's kind of cool. And let's see what else on here. That's really it. We do have a small grounding screw right here that you need to ground, and that's about it. Let's go on in the box here a little bit. And okay, we have our little grommets, if we're going to do 2 cables, we put 2 of these. All right, let me show you so you see what that looks like. All right, those are going to go right in there. All right, we're going to cap one here today. And then these grommets, the way they work, there's an O-ring right there, and then there's a little. Oh, let me go chase that down. Okay, and then that'll go around your Ethernet cable. This splits somewhere. There it is. Okay, so it splits. You put it around your Ethernet cable, right? Because you have that RJ45 jack you need to get around, and then this goes back in there. I think I'll do it this way. Oh! My helper just handed me what I was missing that I dropped. That goes in there like so. Okay, and then when you throw this guy in there, you have your cable in there and you tighten that up. That's going to cinch around that cable and make sure it's weatherproof, moisture proof, and things like that. So you get 2 of those. We have also 2 plugs. If we were to plug those, now I don't know, you wouldn't plug both of them obviously because you need one to power it, powering the Ethernet and the IP pass-through. So you get 2 more of those. And then we get our little mount here. And the way the mount works, you also get 2 hose clamps in here. There's 2 hose clamps. And this mount, there's arrows on it, so you know which way it goes up. Unscrew that. That guy right there is going to go right on the adapter like so. Alright. This you can see you have you can put your hose clamps around these little tangs right here. And it has for a horizontal mount. So maybe you have a horizontal mast or something like that, and then you have your vertical mast that you can put your hose clamp around. It's going to go right in there like that, right for us. And then we tighten that up like this. Sorry, tighten that up on the mast. throw this guy on your adapter, and then, yeah, like that, sorry. And then that's going to go like so, right? Okay, now obviously you can see that there's some wall mounts here too. If you want to put it on a wall, you can do that as well. And then you've got your little hardware little box here, and you've got some anchors, like some concrete anchors there. They seem okay. And then some coarse thread screws, right there. And then you have your machine screws for the adapter to the mount there, and that's about all you get. Let me make sure here, we're filling everything. Yep. Oh, and you have this little guy, looks like that's a grounding lug. That's all we got here. I think that's it, cameraman. You can shut that off. Okay, I'm gonna grab some Romex here. I have some here. This is it's like 14 gauge. It calls for 14 to 16. Let's grab some cutters here. I'm just pulling this back a little bit. I'm looking how much I had earlier. I have some in the back, but I'm too lazy to get to it, so I might get about maybe 1.5 feet here. He's inside shop. Grab that, and let's grab a driver, and maybe, I know that thing's a flathead. We'll grab a flathead. We'll grab a wire. Let's go ahead and grab a screwdriver flathead as well. And let's head up here. Yeah, I think that'll do it. It's been raining like cats and dogs here. So my whole mast is in the ground, so it's grounded. And let's get up here and see if we can get this thing grounded. Alrighty. Okay, there's our. Oh yeah, we'll be good. No worries. Once that drops to the ground. So let's get this guy in there. Now you really want to. You should have a small screwdriver to cinch this down real good, but give it a couple hits with the driver. That's pretty good. And here is our, this is called a grounding clamp. This is specifically for mast, and there's different ones. You can get copper, aluminum, things like that, and they're for specific use cases. So I'm going to obviously check out your local codes. Alrighty, looks good. Let's go ahead and give this a wrap here. Just in case I got to turn this, I'm going to give it a little slack. Let's go a little slack this way here. I'll make sure I got good continuity there. And let's get our screwdriver here. Tighten that really good. Tighten that really good. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just cut off any excess here. All right. We are grounded. Now my tower is that way. So it's omnidirectional. It makes me feel better that it's pointed that way, but you don't need that. Anyway, we got our grommet here for Ethernet. This is an exterior rated Ethernet. That's going into my switch. Although my switch is, I think it's AF. I think AF is like 15 watts or something. This takes a little bit more than that. So I got the power injector, which is, I want to say AT. So 8023 AT power, PoE. So I think that's up to 30 watts, and I forget what this guy, obviously more than 15, right? So we're good. Everything's tightened up out here. Make sure that we're all weatherproofed. I think we're done up here. Okay, now here is our Ethernet cable that's going outside, our exterior rated Ethernet cable. Our power injector here, regular PC power cord there, AC. And we have our, very clearly on there, if you can see, in and out. So in is coming from the switch, out obviously going to the 1855 adapter. And then we got that plugged into a Cisco switch there. That PoE port is off as far as power is concerned. Remember, that's AF standard, and the 1855 is AT standard, so got to use this injector, and that's how that's connected up. We also have some Cisco UCSs with VMware, so we're going to bring up a CSR or 8K Cisco router in there, connect it up to that VLAN that's going out to the 1855. We should get DHCP from it. We're going to take a look at that and see how pass-through works. Okay, let's head over to NCM. I'm logged in here to my dashboard. I'm going to go to devices here, and voila, there's my 1855. Let's click on it and see what's going on there. I see that it's up. Everything's good on this SIM. I'm going to click right here, get a little bit more information about the state of my wireless connection, and I can see 5G NSA connected, band 2. All right, and then I got a private APN there, and then I can click also right there, or I can go right over here. I'm in IP pass-through mode. You can see there. Okay, let's click right here. Let's look at what our IP address is from the WAN. Okay, our IP address from the WAN is 10.30.5.2. All right, we can also see a DNS stuff. There's a couple other things here. If you want to stop the video, you can see as well what band we're connected to, things like that, our signal strength and things like that. Okay, so we're connected. Let's head over to our VMware. I already spun up a 8K router. Let's take a look at the router now, just real quick. Let's take a look at a drawing just so you know what we're looking at. Here's the 1855, right? We went and put that up on a mast there. Here's the LAN, the PoE. All right, I got that connected to a switch to a VLAN here. And then that VLAN, I got it connected to this virtual Cisco router. It's on G2. G2 is the one it's connected to, you know, essentially connected to the 1850. So obviously IP pass-through on G2, we should get our address that was given to this router, right? 10.30.5.2. Let's go take a look and see if that's true. Here's our router here. And real quick, let's just, oh, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Show IP interface brief. And we can see 10.30.5.2 is indeed the address that we're getting on gig 2. So there you have it, from unboxing to installing on a Mast to connecting it up to NCM to IP pass-through with the Cisco router. That's it from soup to nuts. Thanks for watching, and I hope this has been educational.